grass. Even at Brahmachari, we're not ready to do that. And eating only berries that monkeys eat. Imagine, they make a feast today at 2 o'clock and there's only berries that only monkeys would eat. And they performed these penances and austerities for many hundreds of years, for a very long time. Finally, Lord Brahma descended on his swan airplane. And he asked them what benediction they desired. And they said, we want to get the consort of Lord Vishnu, Srimati Lakshmiji, as our daughter in order to render service to her in that way. And Lord Brahma, he was shocked. Wow, what is this? Ordinarily, when he asked for the benediction, then there's a big long list. I want this and this and this and this and this and this. And I want 90 days credit for the next austerity. You give me this and this and this. I'll do austerity later. Give me a job and a car and a house by the sea. Swami Jai Jagadisha Hari. They wanted service. Lord Brahma was so satisfied. He said, wow. Not just Lakshmiji. We will give you the Maha Lakshmi Srimati Radhika, the consort of Brajendra Nanda and Sham Sundar. She will become your daughter. So in their next incarnation, they came as, or they merged with the forms, Kalavati and Suchara merged with the forms of Brisbhanu and Kirti, the eternal mother and father of Radharani. And again they were married together. And Brisbhanu, he had a good relation with Nanda Baba, so he made his kingdom in Raval, just next door to Gokul, on the other side of the river from Mathura. So they're living there in Raval, and they were always desiring to have a daughter, but instead they got one son named Sridham. Sridham is older brother of Srimati Radhika. But still they were always desiring within their hearts, let us have a daughter, let us have a daughter. But no daughter came. One day, it was the bright half of the second month of rainy season, Bhadra. It was the 8th day of that bright half, Astami day. Early in the morning, Brisabhanu, like all of you, every day we go to take our bath. So he used to take his bath because Jamuna used to flow right by that Raval temple. We can see evidence of it flowing there. Now it flows far away, but sometimes 2010 we saw it flowing right by the temple. So he went to take his bath, just like all of you every morning before Mangalarti go to. So before Mangalarti he went to take his bath. As he approached the Jamuna, he saw something is shining in the water. As he got closer, he saw it was a golden lotus flower. As he got even closer, he saw within that golden lotus flower there was a beautiful golden baby, exquisitely beautiful baby girl. But we told this is second month of rainy season. Water was flowing in the Jamuna like anything. Dhara was very heavy. He couldn't reach to that lotus flower. Then again, Lord Brahma descended on his swan airplane. He reminded of the previous benediction, and he lifted very gently that girl from the lotus flower and handed her to Brisabhanu. Brisabhanu lovingly took her to his arms. He ran ecstatically to the palace. Oh Devi, oh Devi, oh Devi, we got our daughter, we got our daughter, we got our daughter. Kirti the Maharani came running. She saw this beautiful golden baby girl in Brisabhanu's arms. She just lovingly took her from his arms and just held her close to her breast. And she's feeling, oh, this child is so soft like butter. So beautiful golden color, so exquisitely beautiful features, so soft, so komal, so beautiful pinkish hands and feet, tiny little fingers and toes, beautiful curly hair, so sweet. But her eyes were sealed shut. She was totally blind. Now to understand this blindness, we're going to have to go all the way up to the Golok Dham. One day in the Golok Dham, if we can talk about days in eternal time, Krishna Chandra told Radharani, "Hey Radhe, on the surface of the earth, the Dwapar Yuga is coming to end. It is time for us to go and display our loving pastimes on the face of the earth." And Radharani said, "I don't want to go to that deep, dark, nasty material world where no one is doing your service, no one is taking your name. Everyone's just engaged in sense gratification, most gross type of sense gratification. There's no Vrindavan, there's no Jamuna, there's no Giriraj. Wahan mera man nahi lagti. I would not feel happy in such a place." And Krishna Chandra said, "Hey Radhe, just see. Vrindavan is already gone. Jamuna has already gone. Giriraj has already gone." And she saw shining on the face of this dark material world, this earth, there was this beautiful Brajadam. Don't think that you're in UP. Don't think you took the Yamuna Expressway and came to UP. No, this is Brajadam. Not different from the Golok. And cutting through that Brajadam like a beautiful blue ribbon was this Jamuna river. And standing very tall and shining all around was this Giriraj. So Radharani said, "All right, I will go, but I don't want to see anyone or anything until I can see your Mukha Chandra, moon-like face." Therefore Radharani's eyes were sealed shut. But they thought, anyway, she's so beautiful, it doesn't matter. We got our daughter. Meanwhile, Narad Muni was nearby. He had his Galaxy S5 loaded up with his astrology program. And he calculated that this is the time and this is the place where that Ladini Shakti of Lord Krishna will appear. So he began looking hither and thither where Radharani has appeared. He came to the palace of Brisabhanu. He knocked on the door. The Darwan came. He saw it was Narad Muni. He ran to Brisabhanu that Narad Muni has come. Brisabhanu personally came to the door of his palace to greet him. "Oh Munivar, padariye, please come." He took him into the palace. He sat him on his very own throne. "Birajiye, please sit." Then he washed his feet, he sprinkled the water in his head, everybody's head. Then the king, Brisabhanu, he sat at the foot of his own throne and said, "Muniraj, any seva for me, any service for me?" And Narad Muni said, "Yes. Do you have any issue?" Of course, nowadays that means something else. But anyway, "Do you have any child?" "Yes, I have one son." "One son?" "Ha Maharaj, I have one son." "One son?" "Ha Maharaj, I have one son." "One son?" "Ha Maharaj, I have one son." "All right, you bring him here." So they brought Sri Ram. Narad Muni gave all his blessings on Sri Ram. He said, "This will be a very confidential associate of Sri Krishna. You have to give special protection to him." Gave all his blessings on Sri Ram. Then he got up to go. But Brisabhanu saw there's some unhappiness on Narad Muni's face. Prabhupada's face is index of the mind. When he got to the door of the palace, then Brisabhanu said, "Oh Maharaj, tero, wait Maharaj. Kya? Tune jhoot bola? You told a lie?" "Arey Maharaj, I have one daughter, but she's blind. I was feeling ashamed to show her to you." "Daughter?" Immediately he went back, sat down on the throne again. No, bring that one. So then they brought Srimati Radhika. Now Narad Muni, he knows who this is. He was just swimming in the ocean of transcendental bliss, seeing Srimati Radhika. He went into ecstasy completely. Didn't move, didn't say a thing. For a long time he was in ecstasy. Then he told Vrindavan and Kirtita, I know how to cure this blindness. You have to make a feast, and you have to make this and this and this and this. All complicated preparations. You will not find the things in the house. You'll have to go to the bazaar, to the market, to the fields to gather all the ingredients for this feast. You won't find it easily available in the house. And you invite Nanda Baba to come here and take prasad, then the blindness will be cured. Everyone looked at that list. My goodness, these things are not available in the house. We'll have to go to the bazaar, to the field, to the market. Everyone ran hither and thither and thither and hither and thither and hither. Now just see how we told many times how clever this Narad Muni is. He's a very clever fellow. That means now Narad Muni is alone with Srimati Radhika. So then he began to offer beautiful prayers at the lotus feet of Sri Radha. And Srimati Radharani is very pleased. As a little girl, she smiled and she said, what do you wish? And he said, I just want to see that Kishori Roop, that beautiful form of 13, 14-year-old girl, Kishori Roop. That is my desire. And Radharani said, Tatastu, and she manifested her beautiful Kishori Roop. 13, 14-year-old girl. All the Astasakis also appeared there along with Radharani in their Kishori Roops. Now Narad Muni is drowning in the ocean of transcendental bliss. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. He paid his obeisances and he went on his way. Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman. Meanwhile, the cooking began and they sent a messenger to Gokul to call Nanda and Yasoda. Nanda and Yasoda came. Yasoda had Krishna under her arm. They came there, they saw the beautiful daughter of Vrindavan and Kirtita. They said, maybe blind, but it doesn't matter. She's so exquisitely beautiful. It doesn't matter. Blind daughter better than no daughter. Then Kirtita and Yasoda, they sat down to do their gossipings. And Vrindavan and Nanda Maharaj, they sat down to do their talkings. Meanwhile, Krishna, he had been born on the dark half of the month of Bhadra, means 1 year and 15 days before, on the 8th day of the dark half, Krishnastami. 1 year and 15 days before. So he was crawling hither and thither, and he saw this beautiful basket with this black blanket, Kali Kamri, coming out of either side. Beautiful Kali Kamri. Now he crawled over to that basket. He grabbed onto the edge. He pulled his face up to see what's inside. Now you've seen how Mother Yasoda puts all these beautiful sandalwood and saffron and a guru, all camphor, all these beautiful paintings on Krishna's, Chandra's face. That divine fragrance entered into the beautiful sesame flower-like nose of Srimati Radhika. Our Goswamis always describe Radharani's nose just like a sesame flower. When we went to Raval yesterday, we saw one of the fields, 2 fields were filled with sesame flowers. You see the sesame flower on the bush hanging like this. You'll see one petal comes down and goes boop, turns up a little bit like that. And then there's the other 2 petals come down and go like that, just like a beautiful light color like Radharani. So within Radharani's beautiful sesame flower-like nose, that divine fragrance entered. Now she knows Krishna Chandra's face is just in front of her face. Try to understand. We just described what happens with little Kataksh, Krishna's flute and mukha drop. Radha and Krishna are face to face, amne samne. Just try to understand the situation. And Radharani knows Krishna's Mukha Chandra is right in front of her face. She suddenly opened her beautiful lotus petal eyes and stared with so much love into Nandanandan's eyes. So much love is going between those eyes. So much love is going between those eyes. So much love is going between those eyes. It's so thick you can almost put your finger in and taste it. And both of them began to laugh. When the children started laughing, then the parents' minds were distracted and they saw Radharani's beautiful eyes, wide like lotus petals, looking with so much love into the lotus petal eyes of Nandanandan. And they were so astonished that this Narad Muni is so great. He cured the blindness of Radharani. Now, they came for lunch, so that means noontime. So real appearance, so everybody celebrates early in the morning in most places, but real appearance of Radharani is at noontime, because when Radha and Krishna are together, that is the real appearance of Radharani. Just like one time, one servant, a personal servant of Prabhupada told me, he put a picture of Radharani on Prabhupada's desk. Prabhupada sat down, he said, "Where is Krishna?" To see Radha without Krishna is like seeing ordinary girl. So when you buy your photos back there, you have to buy Shyam Sundar also. I get my commission for making this announcement. So that happened at the noontime. How long do we have to fast till today? This Krishna Chandra, he's a very hard fellow, huh? All the way to the midnight. Oh my goodness. But Radharani, we're talking, she's so merciful. Only half day we have to fast for Radharani. To the noontime. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Nidai Gaur Hari Bo. Revealer of the Holy Dham, Srila Prabhupada ki. So now, you're tired of listening to me, so I will humbly request His Holiness Prabodhanandan Saraswati. So, No, you also speak. I'm finished. Whatever I studied for, I did. And I left to see it. Now you have exactly 1 hour. It's 10:15, so 1 hour. A little less. Hare Krishna. $90 kilos. Oh.